Hey guys, I'm David DeMusio, and I've been a big fan of Elton John since I was a kid. My dad started playing his music for me. So today I'm going to teach you how to play the basic chord progression used in his song Rocket Man. So I'll teach you the bare bones way of playing it, and then show you some other little variations and things you can do that'll sound cool. So the first thing you need to do is put a capo on the 3rd fret. Now this is very necessary for playing this song. So capo on the 3rd fret, and let me go ahead and teach you some chords in case you don't know these chords. These are some of the not super basic chords that are played during the song. So there's only really two chords that aren't super basic. Well, 3, yeah, that are played during the song. So the first one I'll go ahead and teach you is A sus2. An A sus2 chord is basically just like an A chord, but all you do is take off your ring finger. And so now you play all 5 notes. So here's an A, and here's an A2. Just take off the ring finger. That's A2 or A sus2, okay? Now the other one is G over B. Now what this is let's say you're playing a regular G chord like this. There's a G chord, okay? And in this song, you're always gonna play a G chord like this, which is just a regular G chord, which is at the bottom only the high E string at the 3rd fret held down. Now, when you play a G over B, it means a G with a B and the bass. So now you're going to basically play this chord, except take off your middle finger and mute the low E string, and the lowest note you play is right there at the 2nd fret on the A string. So that's G over B now, G with the B and the bass. So regular G, G with the B and the bass. Okay, and then the 3rd chord, just getting these out of the way, is A7, which is an A dominant 7th. This is the same chord, just an A chord, but instead this time take off your middle finger. So now you're playing these notes. That's A7 or A dominant 7th. If you don't know that, just look it up. Okay, cool. Everything else is extremely basic. Oh, and a C major 7th chord. That's just a C chord right here, but instead just take off your pointer finger. So now you just play like this. So pointer finger on, pointer finger off. Cool. Okay, cool. Got that out of the way. Now I'm going to teach you the whole song. So the verses go like this: E minor to A sus2. But now you don't really hear the high E and B strings ringing out that much. You more hear just the lowest 3 notes. Okay? So does it again. E minor, 9 a.m. A sus2. So that's A, G over B, C, and then G over B again, A minor. Now A minor, but put your pinky right here at the 3rd fret on the low E string. So now it's, and then D. And now just a hammer on and a hammer off with your middle finger at the 2nd fret at the high E string. So. Okay, cool. That's the whole progression right there for the verse. It just does that twice. That's the whole verse. But I'm gonna go through it again. So here we go. On She Packed, so E minor, A sus2, E minor, A sus2, G over B, C, G over B, A minor with G in the bass, and then D. And then it just repeats that again, okay? So again, with the A minor, you play regular A minor chord, but then just bring over your pinky here at the 3rd fret low E string. So, and then it goes to the D, okay? One more time. Here's the whole verse progression. Then we'll go to the chorus. There's only 2 parts to this song. E minor. A sus2. Again, E minor. A sus2, G over B, C, G over B, A minor with the G in the bass, D. And then I think it's going to be like goes to that chorus kind of part. Okay, so the chorus progression, what we would do is play a regular G chord. Here we go. I'll play through it. G to C, G, C, G over B, and then A dominant seventh, then C, G, C. I think it's gonna be G, C, and then just the chorus repeats twice in a row like that. It repeats twice in a row. But let's go that. But other than that, that's the whole chorus progression. So let's go through the chorus one more time. Also, when you do the A7th, you can go A7th, and then you can also do quickly the G over B to C. Same kind of progression just happens in the verse. A7th, G over B, C. But most of the time it doesn't really sound like it does that on the record, though I've heard other people in their covers do that. It just holds in the A7th on Rocket Man kind of thing, and then goes to C, and then go back to G. Okay, so here's through the whole chorus one more time. And I think it's, yeah, so G. Then goes to C. Then to G. Then to C. Then G over B. Then A7. Then C. C. From G, and on the end of the song it just goes G to C, back and forth, G to C. Okay, now what are some of the variation things that we can do? Okay, the main one really is the G to C. Now what you can do here is you can do play a G chord, and on the C instead use C major seventh, which is that I taught you earlier, a regular C chord, but just pick up your index finger and play C major seventh. I actually think it sounds better most of the time, especially on the ending part, G to C major seventh. But now what really sounds even better is to do a lot of hammer-ons. So you'll be like playing a G and you kind of hammer on like a, just hammer on with really almost any of the notes. Then to C. So you're hammering on, instead of just playing it regular, you just hammer on with your middle finger. And then you can also do it with your index finger, taking it on and off. So when I play it something like this. And it just gives it a little bit of variation. So cool, that's the whole progression. I hope this helps you guys out. This is an awesome song.